Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you so much for clicking on this video to check out our replay of the webinar. We are talking about the top 10 things that you need to start a new service business. As we see, service businesses are starting every single day. Whether you're tired of working for a company that doesn't value you as an employee, or whether you just have the entrepreneur spirit and you want to go out on faith and you want to start your own business. We are here to talk about that today, and I'm going to start by hopping into our presentation, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's hop on over to the presentation. As I stated, thank you guys so much for taking a look at this new webinar that we're doing, top 10 things that you need to do as a new service contractor to start a new service business. We're going to talk about a number of things, but as we always say, do not fall behind. Get software in place now as we're in the fall. We're headed towards the October 31st Halloween season, the Fall Fest. We're going into the winter months, and so there are a lot of things that are going to be needed for you to start that new business, and we want to help you get out ahead of the game. All right, so welcome all service contractors. If you're not a service contractor and you're thinking about being one, great, you're in the right place. If you are a service contractor and you've either been running your business by yourself, you have some help with a few others, or you are a growing business and you're looking to scale and do things differently, today's webinar is probably not the best one for you if you're already running your business. But we have previous webinars that we can share with you. So if you are interested in learning more about the SAWIN platform, or at least some of the things that we've talked about in our webinar series, we'd love to share that with you. Please reach out to sales@sawinpro.com. Reference myself, Darrell, or Mr. Willis, and I would love to send something over to you guys to help you all out in your growing and your profitable business. All right, let's take a step further. Now, what are we talking about today? Everyone knows that starting a business can be challenging. It can be hard. It can come with a number of obstacles, but we are trying to find and key in on the things that we can do today to help you grow that business in the future, to help you start that business in the future. So we're going to be talking about, as I stated, the top 10 things that you need to start a service business in 2024. Now, as we take a look at the list, the first on our list is to establish a business plan. A business plan is really truly a clear roadmap to outline the services that you offer, your target market or your audience or your customers that you're looking to service, the pricing model that you're going to have, and the financial projections, right? What are you looking to achieve in month one, month two, first quarter, the second quarter, first half of the year as you go into completing the year out? So having a business plan in place is going to be truly beneficial to you. And if you need help with that, there are a lot of business coaches that are out there at the SBA, or Small Business Association, or if you just Google service contracting business or service business coach, you'll find somebody that can help you truly establish that business plan to figure out how you, as the new business owner, are going to lay that out for you and your customers. The second thing that you're going to need is business licenses as well as permits. We all know that this is necessary, especially in the space of HVAC, plumbing, electricians, as well as a few others. But having those necessary licenses and permits and certificates legally give you the ability to operate in your jurisdiction. So whether it's in that county or that state or here in the US, you want to make sure that you have those in place, because not having the right business license and permits in place can really put you at risk for having to close up shop and close down your business before you even start. So let's make sure we're getting those business licenses and permits in place. The third thing on our list is around insurance. When you start thinking about insurance, insurance is really giving you the general liability protection for your business. Also the professional liability, and ensuring that workers' compensation is there to protect you against the risk. We know that we've heard so many stories, right, of people not having insurance in place, and it's really caused them to close their doors because they're being sued for money that they don't have. And they're having to close their doors and potentially file for bankruptcy because they didn't have this insurance in place. So make sure that you guys get insurance. That's super important. The next one on our list, number 4, is going to be tools and equipment. Now, we all know that tools are necessary for the specific trade that you're doing. So if you're an HVAC, there are going to be some tools that you are specifically needing on the HVAC side. Same thing with electricians and same thing with plumbers. Now, this is specific to your trade or service being provided. So start thinking about the tools and the gears that you already have and take inventory of that. What else do you need to ensure that you can run a business? And keep in mind, you can always rent those tools and equipment. Whether you're renting them from Home Depot or Harbor Freight or from all these other places that are out there, you can rent that equipment and keep your costs low as opposed to purchasing that equipment outright and increasing, decreasing the amount of profit that you're bringing in. The next thing on our list are going to be contracts and agreements. And I love this because contracts and agreements is really around standardizing the contracts to protect you as a company, as well as with the services that you have to offer. This really establishes the terms of service and it protects you against those disputes. So customers are always going to find a reason why they don't want to pay you or why they don't want to move forward with the work, even though you've invested time, you've invested money, you've invested resources. And so having those contracts and agreements in place before you do work, you want to ensure that you have someone sign for it. We often tell people establish your terms of service, the terms and conditions, because those terms and conditions are going to help you as a business owner determine how you're going to operate with your customers and how your customers are going to operate with you. Once again, to protect you from those disputes so that you don't run into an issue of going to court, small claims court, on getting money for the work that you all have done, because it's costing you money to go to court, it's costing you time to go to court. We just don't have that, especially as a new business owner. Next on our list is a website and online presence. Now, we live in a day of social media. So not a lot of the contractors that I know have websites. They are leaning on Yelp, they're leaning on Google, they're leaning on Instagram and Facebook to truly be their online presence. And that's totally fine. But one thing I will always tell you is you don't own those properties. You will own your own website, your own domain name. So it is important for you to take a look at your name, take a look at how you can be catchy and eye catchy for your customers, right? What really resonates with them when they're reaching out to services like yours? Like if you're an HVAC company, keepitcool.com, right? Because everyone, especially when it's hot, you want to stay cool. So keepitcool.com. But you also want to make sure that you're referencing it back to your business so that people don't get confused, right? So make sure that you have a website and online presence because a professional website, social media profiles, and business listings for marketing and client outreach are going to help you grow and help you get the attention that you need. Word of mouth is always great, but you want those people who share word of mouth, you want them to go somewhere, right? You want them to lead to the path of finding you. And if you don't have a website or online presence, the only thing you have is a phone number. And if that phone number is for any reason messed up by somebody sharing that phone number, then they'll never reach you. Right. So let's make sure that we're putting in place a website and a key online presence for what it is that you do, the services that you offer, how they can contact you, and most importantly, the response time, right? Hey, we'll respond to you within 24 hours. We'll respond to you within an hour. And as you do this, you'll be setting yourself up for success. The next thing on our list here, and this is number 7, is around the accounting software. A lot of contractors that we talk to, they use QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop or something very close to that. And the reason why they're using this accounting platform is it's helping them have a reliable system that helps them manage their invoices, their expenses, their tax preparation. And we know taxes, they don't play about taxes, right? And so we want to make sure that we put this accounting platform in place, but we also are leaning on those resources that the accounting software provides you to ensure that you are reporting your taxes properly, that you are reporting your expenses properly into the right accounts, into the right chart of accounts. And that's all going to ensure that you run your business efficiently. If you don't have accounting software, there are a lot of other softwares that are out there that have an accounting piece to them, but you want to make sure that it checks off your list of the things in which you guys are going to need. So let's ensure that you get an accounting software to help you stay on top of your invoices, expenses, as well as your tax preparation. Going over to number 8. Number 8 is marketing materials. And this is key because people know about your business, whether they're looking at your van, they're looking at a business card, they're looking at some promotional items or some flyers that you've provided. And this is helping you advertise and make connections with your potential clients. So if you're not putting out promotional materials or marketing materials out there, then you're not allowing the jurisdiction or the area in which you cover to operate and push people to your business. And so our goal is to help you understand the reason for having marketing materials, whether it's a quick business card or whether it's once again, a flyer or something of that nature. You want to make sure that you put something in place and you continue to spread the word. Sometimes it's about hiring somebody to go knock on doors and put flyers on those doors. Sometimes it's about, hey, I want to get a car magnet and I want to put my business on the side of my car so when I'm driving around, people will see it. That's one of the ways that people will find out about you if you don't have a van or a truck yet, to ride around in your car and have something on the side of your car that's going to help them recognize that you are an HVAC technician or plumber or an electrician, to ensure that they can actually request for your services. Okay, so marketing materials are super important. I just mentioned this, right? So it makes sense going into number 9 that we have a vehicle to get to those service locations. So whether it's a truck or a van, we've seen a lot of people convert over to vans, especially because it's hot. And especially here in Texas, when it's hot, you don't want to be out there in a truck digging through your truck and sweating up a storm. Some people are moving over to the vans because it gives them not only the space, but it gives them that coverage. Sometimes they need to put pieces and parts together, right? And they can do that within the van, especially if they have the space. So make sure that you have a vehicle. If you can't afford to pay for a vehicle outright, there are a lot of companies that will lease you a vehicle. There are some companies that will allow you to rent a vehicle for the time being. And once again, slap that sticker or that magnet on the side of that car so that they know that, hey, you're a service contractor, you are just starting out, and you're really looking to acquire more customers. Especially as you're driving around the area in which you service, you want to point it out, right? You want to park that car and let people know, hey, I'm a new service contractor in the area. I'd love to service you all. This is the type of work that I do, and get the word out to your potential customers. The last thing on our list is around the CRM or the FSM software. If you're a service contractor, it's not solely about the customer relationship management software. It's more about the field service management software, because you're often going in the field to service these customers. FSM gives you the ability to organize your client information, schedule those appointments, and dispatch it out to your technician or yourself, and then follow up with your leads or follow up with your potential clients. And so that's what we offer here at SAWin. We are all about providing you with the right solution to help you run your business. There are various industries that we work in, and having the right software in place is the difference between a struggling company and the difference between a growing and efficient organization and business that is running locally to where you guys service your business and service your customers. So our goal here, once again, is to provide you all with the solid foundation to help you grow and run your business. It's also to help you operate efficiently. And last and certainly not least, it is to help you grow your client base so that you can continue not only repeat business, but be a profitable business, bring in those dollars, and grow your business as big as you can grow it, because you have the right tools and the right things in place. Hey guys, this has been the top 10 things to help you grow as a new service contractor business in 2024. We hope this list resonates with you. If there's anything that we left off of the list, I'd love to do a part 2 on something that you realized or that you noticed that, hey, you left this off of the list, and this is something that I believe is important for service contractors that are just getting started. If you're a seasoned technician, you've been in the game for a minute, or you just got started and you know that there are things that I left off the list, once again, share them with me. We'd love to do a part 2 of this series and help you all understand the value behind starting a service business, because they keep the world spinning. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please reach out to us at sales@sawinpro.com, or you can reach us at our 800 number, 1-800-774-7218. Press 2 for sales, and I'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.